Mark my words, y'all. In the future, the way that Candace is being treated, Tucker is being treated, and everyone else who goes against the small hat people, Megyn Kelly is next on the list. She's going to be ousted by the Republican Party because of, we all know. But Megyn Kelly, she's doing a Q&A at Turning Point USA Amfest. As we all know, Ben Shapiro had his little panic attack, called out Candace Owens, called out Tucker Carlson, but he also kind of called out Megyn Kelly. And so in this, she's going to kind of speak about the splitting of the Republican Party and her opinions on Ben and Ben Shapiro as a whole. So let's get into this, and I'm going to let y'all know what I think about it.
Here today, do you think that there has been an inseparable rift in the conservative movement that we've seen since the death of Charlie?
I mean, there's a rift, but it was starting even before we lost Charlie, and it revolves around Israel. There just is. It's gotten worse without him. He was helping us navigate it. And this is another area in which I miss him so much, because I feel like Charlie and I were completely in lockstep on this. And you guys may have seen the episode that we put out, what we re-released, of Charlie and yours truly talking about Israel weeks before he died, where we had a really powerful heart-to-heart on where we both were. We were both ardent Israel supporters and had both been extremely defensive of American Jewish people on college campuses getting harassed and those hostage pictures getting torn down, and very outspoken about it.
And I'm sorry, I don't want to start with this early, but like, this is the thing that bothers me, because a lot of people, in terms of the black community and the whole white guilt that's being put out there, I'm always telling the black people, like, look, y'all are not that important. And I say that in the sense of, like, the world is not coming after you guys. You may come across racist people. You may come across evil people that may be of another race. But the whole push for, affirmative action and the Black Lives Matter and all that stuff, I don't believe that there is a war against black people today. Just like I don't believe it about the little hat people. I still can't even say their name. So at this point, it feels like y'all bullying everybody. And it's everybody sees y'all bullying them, because I don't care. I mean, if y'all pro-Israel, pro-Zionist, or what, that doesn't bother me. But I just feel like y'all bullying everybody. That's just what I see. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't got no problem with y'all. I ain't even thinking about y'all. But I just feel like you bullying everybody. And that's what Charlie felt, and that's what Megyn Kelly felt. And she gonna explain it.
By it. And then we had a discussion at the Student Action Summit in July where there was a passing comment about if Epstein was an intel asset, whose would he have been? Which Charlie asked me. And I said it would make sense that it was the Israelis, since he was very close with the former prime minister and the former president. And then we both got called anti-Semites, like by some legitimate Jewish organizations, for that conversation.
Again, y'all acting like bullies. Just because they say that does not mean that they don't like Jewish people. We criticize the American government every single day. We say that the American government was involved in 9/11 every single day. Ain't nobody say that you anti-American. So it's like, when you guys come out like this, it makes people want to be like, wait, why do they act like that? Maybe he wasn't an Israeli spy. We don't know. But just because somebody infers that does not mean that they hate all of these people. So it's like the stepping in the over dramatic. I can't say the word. Y'all know I can't say that word. The over dramatization of calling people anti-Semites. I tell it to black people. We have ruined the word racism because we call everything racist. So it's like there's no bearing to it. It's like the boy who cried wolf. And that's what America's seeing right now. That's why a lot of people are like, we kind of off that. Y'all not going to just bully us.
By the way, Benjamin Netanyahu would go on to say, I was right. And we were both on our heels. But Charlie was with young people every day for a living, in particular young Republicans. And he was seeing what I was seeing in my neck of the conservative woods, which was this party's changing on the issue of Israel. I mean, when I was at Fox, you supported Israel, period. Like, no one was really interested in your actual opinion. You just supported Israel, which was fine for me because I did. But the party started to turn after 10/7. Uniform support and sympathy for Israel on 10/7. But as the war went on 2 years later, people were starting to turn on them. It felt like too much. And then we were under pressure to get involved. We had the Iran bombing and so on. And the pressure started to mount on those of us who were pro-Israel to not allow the doubters their say, to try to censor them or disagree with them publicly or call them out. And neither Charlie nor I felt like that was what we wanted to do at all, nor was it our job.
Exactly. And I want to touch on when she said like she saw this within her party and even the young people, like when they have these smear campaigns against Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson, again, like I said, the only reason they don't like these people is because they're not pro-Israel. Regardless if you guys agree with them or not, who's right and who's not, all that's fine. But the only reason why there's a split in this whole Republican situation is because of Israel. That's the only reason. But when they talk about how Candace is so evil and she has such a big platform and she's spewing these things, no, Candace is speaking to what the people on the ground are thinking. And this is why I call y'all corporate Republicans now. Y'all act just like the liberals. You're not in touch with the people anymore. You're forcing this. So there is a split, but the only reason it's split is because of Israel. Now, when I say that, I don't blame Israel. I'm not saying it's Israel's fault. But the split is that there's some people, they just don't give a damn about the Israel cause like y'all do. That ain't our country. I respect y'all. I understand, the biblical implications, but I can go a lot deeper into a lot of that stuff, which I ain't gonna do. Because I don't want no war. I don't want no war with y'all. Because I know y'all don't play. I don't want no war with y'all. I'm just trying to show y'all what's actually going on. And it's funny because I just be sitting back watching this shit because this might entertain me. I don't watch Netflix. I watch politics. This shit is fun to me. It's just funny to me. But that's the only reason. That's the only split in the Republican Party. Point blank, period.
We're not the policemen of the conservative movement. I'm not. He wasn't. Ben Shapiro isn't either.
Ooh.
Well, Megyn,
Oh, y'all know I love when they call Ben out. Ooh, because Ben be talking this shit. And listen, they be so ready to get his ass back. Because who the fuck is you? Excuse my language, but who the hell are you, Ben? That's what I be so appalled about. Again, I listen, y'all. I promise y'all, I love to hear everybody's opinion and perspective. I don't care if I just completely disagree with it. Trust me, I don't agree with almost nothing on the liberal side. I don't really consider myself a Republican at all. I am conservative in nature. I don't care what anyone's opinion is on. I'm a very, very open individual. But once you start telling somebody to shut up, I can't fuck with you. I can't fuck with you. You can disagree with an opinion, but once you get up there and say, this is deplorable, you don't need to be saying this, and you just shouldn't have a platform, you shouldn't you already cut off my leg. Even if I agree with everything you're saying, I'll never rock with you again. I don't respect it at all. At all.
You mentioned him, and your name came up on this stage last night in regards to pretty much all of this. Would you like the opportunity to respond?
Oh, he be in. Ooh.
Well, I found it kind of funny that Ben thinks he has the power to decide who gets excommunicated from the conservative movement, which shows a willful blindness about his position in it. It reminded me a little of when the girl who was the head of our middle school chorus told me she was going to take all my friends away from me.
Okay, that wasn't that good, but that was funny though. Because that's how Ben's acting, for real. Like, that's what they try to do. They're trying to say, listen, we shouldn't listen to these words. We should remove ourselves from these people who aren't. And he's not necessarily even saying pro-Israel. He's using, that's why I don't like what Ben's doing. He's gaslighting and making it seem like they're doing these other things. Candace said this about tpusa. Candace is investigating Charlie Kirk's murder. But then you other ones who also are not so pro-Israel anymore, y'all haven't said nothing to Candace, so I'm mad at y'all now too. But it's all about that. It's the only thing, that's all it's about. But y'all, listen.
Chorus? Head cheerleader maybe, but like, so I resent the whole thing. I object to the whole thing. Ben and I, he had the nerve to call me a friend right before he called me a despicable coward for not calling out the people he once called out. So he both wants to parent me and be my child.
Ooh.
He wants to tell me what I have to do and who I have to say what to. And then when I don't, he and some of his friends want to act like utter victims because I won't do what they say. They need me. I have to be their daddy and step in to protect them. And I am not their daddy.
Ooh.
And I resent that he thinks he's in a position to decide who must say what to whom and when.
Ooh.
Thank you. So I don't think we are friends anymore.
Ooh.
I've been a very good friend to Ben.
You lost another friend, Ben. You're going down, Ben. See, you and even Tim Pool, because I ain't did no video on Tim Pool. And I gotta get to Tim Pool. Because Tim Pool, I done lost all respect for you. See, all of y'all is showing y'all asses right now. And I ain't got no problem with none of y'all. I think a lot of y'all are way more smart than I am. Very intelligent individuals. I'm just trying to tell y'all what the world's seeing. I'm just telling you what the world's seeing. Tim Pool, you're going down. Ben Shapiro, you're going down. It is not a war about you versus Candace and none of them. Just stay in your lane and let everybody else do what they do. And like Candace always says, let the marketplace choose what ideas that they gravitate to. And if they're not your ideas, then that's fine. But doing what you doing right now, that shit ain't gonna work, bro. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Nobody knew who the heck Ben Shapiro was when I started putting him on my shows on the Fox News channel. And I helped make him a star. And I've been...
I'm sorry y'all for keep stopping, but she took it there. Again, the way her and Tucker ate Ben up was absolutely, it was like they didn't have to scream the way Ben did. They're just doing it so eloquently, but also with the pettiness in there. Go crazy.
very, very good to Ben over the years, and he's been good to me too. He just recently came on my tour, as did you, and I gave him the most kind introduction I could possibly give him because I know that he's losing subscribers a lot. And so I tried to do something nice for him by giving him a long 10-minute intro and personally vouching for him. And we mixed it up on Israel out on stage. It wasn't Israel because we're on the same place on Israel. We mixed it up over whether Tucker Carlson should be excommunicated from the conservative movement, which I do not believe. And thank you.
Tucker Carlson is the conservative movement. Like, what are we talking about? He is the conservative movement. He's been here before a lot of you motherfuckers was even born. Let's stop that.
And when it was over, we hugged, said goodbye, and then we had a nice text exchange a couple days later saying our friendship was important to us. And the next thing I saw was him attacking me on stage last night as a coward. So that's not friendship. And I think that's fine with me. Okay. With friends like that.
Like Candace says, snake behavior. Hey, I forgot this dude name right here because I do like this dude too. I don't watch that much of his work, but I have seen him speak on a couple different manners. I love the way he presents himself. I don't know all of his views about whatever he believes, but I love the way that he always presents himself. He's always a respectful individual, and he's always not into the drama and the weeds. I love those individuals. I like the drama. I like to watch the drama. I don't like to be in it. I like to watch this shit.
There was also some response where it seemed like that call was being co-signed by the new head of CBS News, Barry Weiss. And I wanted to know if you wanted to respond to that as well.
So it's a similar situation with Barry. None of this is about them calling me out for anything I've said or haven't said, or it's certainly not about Erica Kirk, as Ben tried to make it sound last night. It's about Israel. Those two are very pro-ardent Israel activists, which is fine. But they don't get to dictate how the rest of us feel about Israel or what we do with respect to our friends and our friends' opinions on Israel. And I'll tell you, Barry Weiss wants to couch herself as Erica's protector, Erica's defender. She's retweeting the Ben speech saying anybody who doesn't call out conspiracy theorists is a coward. Erica Kirk barely knows Barry Weiss. Barry doesn't know anything about Erica. Barry Weiss has never...
And let's be real. MAGA is conspiracy theorists. Like, a majority of MAGA, or even the people that came over to Donald Trump later on, because we know that our government has been corrupt for however long, right? Conspiracies are things that we know to be true to an extent, but we can't really prove it because the government is the one who's doing this shit. They're not going to ever tell on themselves. And we thought Donald Trump was going to be the one that can open up the door, open up the curtain, show us everything. So a lot of people rock with Donald Trump for that matter. Like, we are the party of conspiracies. It is what it is. Then you have conservatives, you have neocons, you have everything else. I'm talking about MAGA, people that rock with Trump. Like those, that's like the conspiracy party. But then now y'all talking about supporting conspiracy theories. Like, listen, MAGA has been infiltrated. This ain't what it was. This is why it's splitting up, and it's all because of one place. Listen, I can't lie to you. I gotta tell y'all the truth. And I ain't got no problem with none of them people, and I don't want no beef. All right, listen, I don't want to be like Kanye, but I gotta tell y'all the truth.
Been to a Turning Point event. Do you guys remember her here? Standing up for what we believe in when Charlie was alive? I don't remember her standing up for our principles. I don't remember her defending Charlie the many times he was called a racist or an anti-Semite. I really don't remember that at all. What I do remember is she had Erica Kirk come on one town hall in which Barry Weiss tried to play both super important VIP executive and super fabulous star anchor at her new network CBS. Pro tip, Barry, that's no way to win friends at your new organization, to try to steal all the hosting abilities of the on-air talent. So good luck with that. And what she did when she had Erica there was to have the nerve to bring on the man who asked the final question of Charlie right before he got shot,
Hunter Kozak,
to put Erica in the position of having to defend whether Trump uses hateful rhetoric. The nerve.
Yeah, that was wild. I think I need to do a video on that too, because that was wild. I'm like, for one, why would you have him? Because obviously that individual did nothing wrong, right? Who asked that question. Obviously he did ask a contentious question. I don't think the question in and of itself was the reason why Charlie was assassinated, but that it was a contentious question, and a lot of people were like laughing at Charlie about the reason why he got unalive, and it was like, oh, ironic, the question that you were asking, right? So like, obviously that man is not culpable for that, but for them to bring that on and put that man in front of Erica Kirk, asking her a question the same way that he was asking her husband that question, I think that was distasteful as hell. But again, everybody can do what they want to do. I'm not gonna tell Barry Rice, you're wrong and shut up, you can't do that again. But again, that's why I say there's limits to this shit. But I don't know. There's limits to this shit. Because, listen, I wouldn't like that shit. I would not like looking at no motherfucker that was anywhere close to my husband and his assassination.
I'll just say I didn't appreciate when I saw that happened. And I don't think that ever should have happened. I don't think that question should have been asked. And I noticed that when Hunter Kozak did that, he immediately went to try to get Erica to denounce Trump, denounce his rhetoric. This is a man who was standing in front of Charlie, in front of her husband when he died.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And he never once even said to her the basic human decency of saying, I'm sorry for your loss.
It was sick. And that was a Barry Weiss move, because trust me, I've done town halls. You know who the questioners are, and you know what the questions are in advance in that setting. So she knew it was coming, and she thought it was appropriate to have Charlie's widow answer for Trump's violent rhetoric. I'm sorry, that's disrespectful, and I will not be taking any lessons from Barry Weiss in how to treat Erica or anyone else.
Talk that shit. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Spilling all the tea tonight.
Well, because I was going to stop it.
I did not want spilled, for the record. I
was going to stop it, y'all, but they may like getting some more shit. But I just really wanted to cover the fact that she went at Ben and this whole narrative about silencing people, how we should be treating Erica, and the fact that they are making Candace, and again, everyone can have their feelings about Candace. Candace may be wrong about everything. I just don't understand why everyone is so angry at Candace for asking questions about the Charlie Kirk assassination, right? I understand. This whole time, Candace has not called Erica Kirk out until last night. She called her out last night, and they brought up the fact about her and her ex-boyfriends and all that. But like, she's left Erica Kirk out of this the majority of this time. It's only been trying to figure out what actually happened to Charlie Kirk. But they're mad at her. But then they do something like this, and no one has anything to say about it. So therefore, we know that it has nothing to do with Candace Owens and her asking questions and how she's asking her questions and what they're doing. The truth of the matter is, it's because of that one place in the Middle East. But let me know what you guys think in the comment down below. Like always, I appreciate all the love that I got in my last couple videos that I made. A lot of you guys have shared a lot of information with me that I always receive and I always will dive into, because I love learning more. I'm not one of these elite politicians and political minds like a lot of these individuals. I like to just enjoy this shit and talk shit and have fun. But like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified every time I make another video. And let me know the things you want me to react to. Love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And I will see y'all in the next one. We got here.